our member companies, some of the larger ones, if you put new regulations on, like now there's a new one on data protection and so on. These multiple regulations are even more harmful and expensive to the SME. Similarly with tax, if the tax, it keeps changing, you know, I'm used to going to pay my tax here on this day, then now it has changed, there's a new form, I have to buy a laptop, I have to buy a gadget, you know, it starts becoming, it is too complicated to pay tax. So most people are actually keeping away because you've made it it's too hard. So all these things are important. And the SME, again, is important because it will be, we like to say all manufacturers started as SMEs. All of them, everywhere in the world. So we must also invest in the future manufacturers. They must come from there. We are listened to, but we don't know if we are heard. If there's a difference, because so we have audience, we can go and give our remarks and we say this is what we want and so on, but whether it is heard, you know, whether it is something comes out of it is another thing. And I think one of the things we have put in our manifesto, you'll see, is we've actually asked for the revival of the National Economic and Social Council. I think it is an important arm of, you know, just that engagement with government at a high policy level where we can actually debate the issues. Because also sometimes what happens, it is the reality, when by the time you meet government, they've made a position. So the person in front of you is there, their job is to defend their position, not to explore. So something like NESC gives you an opportunity to explore. Because we say, okay, this is a problem, what can we do about it? And I don't have to take a position or anything, I just come in and say, let's explore, let's play with it and come out with an idea before an idea comes out of that. So I think it's an important aspect that we will need to work on, and that way you are working together in a certain direction as you make those selections.
As we look also into being very competitive and also seeing what we produce is actually of value, of quality, we also need to see how to improve the quality of seed that is applied to them so that we enhance their agriculture to make sure that the seed, the oil content is actually going to give them a benefit by the end of the day. They would take their seeds from very far just to come and have an oil content of 8%, 7%, which is very low from 14%. So I think if we can do that to improve and also give infrastructure whereby there can be collections and remove the brokers in between, then those people would have a value addition whereby now the manufacturer is able to manufacture good oil and also have good feed at the end of the day. Then we have the skills. Yes, we are moving towards the manufacturer and being very competitive. We also need to look at the skills. What we have seen is most government institutions, the kind of machinery that is used for training is not what we have in our factories. It's modern. What we have is modern. What they're using is old age. It's so outdated. So can we look at a way whereby we can also be able to modernize the equipment in our TVETs, in our training institutions, so that also we're able to improve the skills they have and making them employable.